Hello, students. Very good morning to all of you. Now, here today, we are going to start with our third lesson of our science, that is fiber to fabrics. Before of that, we have seen somewhat introduction regarding to this one, that how is the fiber, how we make fabrics from the fiber, and within that there is one more important term, that is yarn. So what is that yarn also? So now in this today's session we are to discuss this fiber to fabrics in details. First of all, we will see some basic terms, basic introduction regarding to this one. Now see here how we can turn this fiber to fabric. First of all, here when we are going to see the lesson name, that is fiber to fabric, the question obviously arises, what is fiber? The question arises here that what is fibers? Now here fibers means what? This fiber is nothing but it is the smallest visible unit of any clothing or fiber. What we can say, fiber is a smallest visible unit of any clothing or fiber. We can say, see here, you can see that smallest visible unit, that one, that lines that you are finding here, that nothing, that all lines, all cloths lines, we can say the part or threads are nothing but fabrics. We can call it as a fibers. Okay, from that fibers we make the fabrics. So basically, how can we define the fibers? Fiber is the smallest visible unit of all the unit of any clothing or fabric, we can say. Okay, so it is the smallest, here see, smallest visible unit of any clothing or fabric. Similarly, next one is that there are variety of fabrics. Now if you're going to consider about fibers, then there are the variety of fabrics. From that fibers we can say that fabric is made. So what are that varieties of fabrics? Let's clear your doubt with the next slide. See here, varieties means what? Here you find there are many varieties. In your daily life you find that saris, you daily find it. So what about that saris? When you find this, when your mother wear it, okay, your mother wear this sari, that would also means different colors. So this is the unstitched, we can say unstitched fibers. Okay, unstitched cloths. So it is nothing but the plain, and it is unstitched. But when we talk about stitched cloth, means those cloths which is stitched. So here you can talk about jeans, you can talk about this top also, this t-shirt also, or anything that you see here in that mall or in that shopping shop, we can say. So here you find the varieties of cloths, this one also. So what is this all? This is nothing but the stitched cloth. This is nothing but the stitched cloth. Okay, means before of that you have find out there are unstitched cloth, that are saris, or we can say in Karnataka you wear the lungi like this one, and here also dhoti, we can say. So these are the unstitched cloth where you find it without stitching it. You find that plain, everything is plain here, and opposite to this one, that is the stitched cloth. So these are nothing but the fabrics. Okay, fabrics, we can say. So now here the question arises that whatever we have seen this one and that saris, we wear it today. Okay, but if we talk about our ancient one, means if we peep in our history, the question arises here that what the people wore in the ancient times, were there the same cloth, that jeans, that saris, were there the same clothes, or something different than it? Now here let's clear your doubt with next slide, that caveman used to wear animal skin or leaves or bark of the trees as clothes. Now obviously you might confused, how then people of our ancient people, we can say, or the people in our history used to wear, or which type of clothes they were used to wear. Now here, generally if we think about caveman, means the man who used to live in the cave, so that they are called as a caveman. Now see, this caveman used to wear animal skin, or we can say leaves. Okay, leaves or bark of the trees as a clothes. Means if you find that all things, now you might be confused, how then people use animal skin? For that purpose they have to kill that particular animal, and then want to take their skin and then wrap it around to their body part wherever it is necessary to cover their body parts. Okay, so same thing happened about leaves or bark of the trees, means sometimes they have to uplift, or we can say they have to cut down the leaves of the trees, and then that leaves they have to wear or wrapped around their body parts wherever it is necessary. Like as this I have shown in that pic, that man covered his body part with that leaves. What that? This is nothing but leaves of the trees. Understood? Now same thing happened about, this is about leaves, means they used to cover their body part with the leaves. What about the skin here? Now you can find out different types of skin here. This one is of the tigers, or we say cheetah. Again this one also, this one also. These are the types of skins of particular animals. So all that skins that you find out, or the fleece or body cover of particular animal, they used to make or wrap that same skin around their upper body part, we can say. Apart from these leaves, they wrap this skin, that yellow skin that you find of the animal, they used to cover their body parts. Means ancient people used to wear this leaves and this body, means that skin of the animal. So gets clear with that, that what the ancient people used to wear. Ancient people used to wear these leaves of the trees or bark of the trees. Again they used to wear the animal skin. Okay, like as that. So first of all, when the ancient people used to means roam in the jungle, they found some trees like this one trees. Okay, and then they collected that all leaves and then started wrapping that all around themselves. See here, after of that, when they found animals around them like this cheetah, they found, then they used to kill that animal. They used to kill that animal, and then from that killing they used to take out the skin of that particular animal and then wrapped around their body part, as this man here seated, and they wore that. Okay, it means like as that same skin they used to cover their body part. Okay, by you can either fire that or everything. Now after a specific time, they used to kill and eat that animal also. Means if we started about their not only their living style or the cloth, if we discuss about not only their clothes, and if we discuss about their eating habits. Okay, means what they used to eat. Obviously in that jungle they used to eat some fruits, we can say kandamule, like this one we used to discussed in history also. So that all things that they used to eat. Okay, so with of that they used to eat animal also, means fishes or anything surrounding to them, that whatever the animal they found, they want to eat them. And again sometimes they used to fire or just bake that animal here. Okay, in that over that fire, and then they used to eat that. Okay, means after boiling them they started eating that animals. Okay, so after of that, one day what they found a one fish. When they eat that fish, when they ate that fish, they found one thorn of that fish. Okay, that from that thorn they find one needle, we can say. In that particular we can say fish, you find that needle like a substance. Okay, if you eat that fish you will find definitely. So that needle like substance they found in one day. Okay, that person, we can say ancient people, find one needle like thing. Okay, in that fish. So after of that, from that day they started the we can say there was the invention of saving needle. Okay, saving needle. So later we will discuss about this, but the topic arises here, that's why I'm explaining about this one. So see here, they used to wear the animal skin as well as bark of the tree or leaves of the tree. And again they found one day the field around them, means whatever the field around them, this one day found that if we start that all the means if we started roping or using that field for generating or ripening of particular things, then what will happen? One day they found, and here they used to ripen that cotton here. Okay, that cotton plant, we can say. So all that man is seeing here, these white balls is nothing but the cotton balls. Okay, means he started that field, means farming, he started that farming. Okay, later on what happening? Wrapping fabric to cover body parts. Whatever then this cotton is here, Okay, after of that he used to take that all cotton and directly they wrap fabric to cover their body parts. Means they all ancient people. Now here what it is single one, so we will discuss about that person only. So that this person that you are finding here, this person used to take these cotton balls and then want to make the plane of this one like this one, and then started wrapping like this. Okay, means all without stitching it, he's used to trapped or wrap this all things around their body parts. Okay, means directly that cotton used to wrapped. Okay, now one day when he found that needle like substance from the fish, or we can say from anything, and from any animal, whatever the needle like substance you find there, he started then stitching like this one. He is stitching that. Okay, and then when he started stitching, he used to make the beautiful this see here, this sewing needle. Okay, when this sewing needle invented, he started that stitching. Okay, stitching of the cloth. Now see here, this is one part and this is another part. He is now started the stitching of this cloth, and now after stitching he used to or invention of the sewing, after invention of sewing needle, what happened? Stitching made possible. Stitching made possible means what? Here they started stitching that cloth whatever they want, in any shape, any size, or we can say any fashion. Okay, according to their fashion, body size, body part size, we can say, or height also, they started inventing and stitching of this particular cloth that you are finding here. Okay, means from that plain fiber only, they started stitching that particular cloths. So got clear with this, guys, how they started? Okay, they started from the field, and then from that particular cotton, and after the invention of sewing needle, they started the stitching of this particular cloths. Now what about this one? See here, not only this small frock he started anything like this one. Okay, means however day by day he started inventing new cloths. Okay, varieties of cloths we can say. Which variety of cloths we will discuss here? See, according to the religion, we wear different clothes. If Banjara person is there, means then they will wear different clothes. If Hindu person is there, he will used to wear the pajama like this one. Okay, if South Indian girl is there, she or he will, means girl is there, so she will used to wear like this clothes. Okay, lehenga choli we can say, or anything like this. Okay, this person also, if Punjabi is there, he will use that pagdi type. Okay, and simple is, if Rajasthani is there, then look will be like this. Means today different types of clothings are there. Why this is happen? This is only because of this needle. Okay, and the invention of that particular fibers we can say. Okay, so this one also, this person wore that girl also here, this sari also. Okay, so this all is nothing but what is this? This is what the dress or that clothes that we use today. So what we use today, we use different clothes of different fabrics. Okay, this not only made from only one fabrics, we use the different fabrics to make that particular cloths. So here if we start about this one, this is woolen, this is the cap, this is also jacket, this is frock, and this is mat type. Okay, so there are different cloths made from the different fabrics. Okay, so what we discussed here, we discussed that ancient people first of all used to eat that fruit only, used to live in the hut only. Later they used to wear the fleece of animal or skin of animal, but day by day, by the improvement in in the field of science, or we can say in the cloths or fabrics, that people started invention of, in place of eating fruits, they started eating all the we can say all the five things that one plate one need. Okay, they used to live in the buildings, and they used to wear the good cloths than the fleece of animal or the skin of animal. Okay, means this is what, after cotton there was a yarn, and from that yarn the people used to make that particular cloths here. So understood what we have discussed? From that cotton we have made that yarn. This is nothing but yarn, or we can say this is fibers. So from that fibers we make the yarn, and then from that yarn we make this fibres. Okay, fabrics we can say, fabrics, or you can call it as a cloth also. Okay, no problem. So that is what we have discussed today. Okay, so at last what we have learned here, we have learned from fibers means this is nothing but the cotton. From that cotton fibers we take out the yarn. Okay, we take out this yarn, and from that yarn we make the plain fabrics. Okay, and from that plain fabrics we made the clothes that we use today to wear and cover our body parts. So that was all, nothing but our today's clothes. Okay, whatever we have discussed about fiber to fabrics. So guys, here what we have discussed today, we have discussed that from fibers the yarn is get created, from that yarn the fabrics get made, from that fabrics that cloth get arranged here, whatever we use today. Okay, so in this today's we have only seen the introduction. In the next session, means in tomorrow's session, we will discuss the types of fibers. Now these were the only fibers made up of cotton, or like this one people used to, means whatever the lifestyle of ancient people, and all these things we can see. Okay, so in the tomorrow session we will going to discuss the next part, that is the types of fibers. So today you have to write down this all introduction session in your notebook and want to keep this in your mind. Okay guys, so I hope that you enjoyed that all things and you know that what is fiber and what is fabrics. Okay, so in the tomorrow session we will see types of fibers. Thank you, have a nice